What's going on, guys? It's Rampage coming at you with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about, yes, baby, we're next. The Detroit Lions are going to be Super Bowl champions in 2024. But first off, I wanted to say, I hope you guys like that new little intro that I got. I think it's pretty cool. We'll see how long it lasts, but I think it's pretty sweet. I additionally want to apologize. I haven't posted anything in a couple weeks. I've been pretty sick. I don't know if you can tell, as well as the school shooting that happened at MSU. I currently go to MSU. But we're talking about football, baby. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, please remember to leave a like, because you guys already know it does help me out. It pushes me out into the algorithm. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. We do all things Detroit Lions and the NFL. And we always seem to have a lot of fun while we do it, so join the army. But I thought we could have a substantive conversation today because I made a video, I think actually my first video on this channel, saying Brad Holmes is revolutionizing the Detroit Lions, and I kind of feel like this kind of fits into that. You know, the whole idea of a culture change, you know, I've never been a whole believer, but no, going from Matt Patricia to Dan Campbell, I totally see that it's a real thing, and I'm totally bought into the culture idea. I mean, especially when we were looking at in October, the team was 1-6, they had nothing to play for, but Dan managed to keep the guys together, and they finished 9-8, and all of them were totally bought in and playing for one another. That's true gritty football right there, and that's the number one reason why I think the Lions have a chance to be Super Bowl champions in 2024. And with that culture that's been brewing the past 2 years, the Lions are lucky this year having 5 top 85 picks in this year's draft. And additionally, outside of cornerback, most of the defensive roster has just a couple plug-and-play holes that you can fill in free agency. And lucky for the Lions this year, they sit 13th as of right now in salary cap at roughly $16.2 million. And while that doesn't seem like a lot, there are over 14 teams over the cap right now. And we also have to remember and take into consideration the team hasn't yet moved on from Michael Brockers, Romeo Okwara, or Charles Harris if they decide to with any of them. So this number is going to increase. And no, I'm not going to try to predict free agency. I feel like that's really hard to do if it's not your own team. So I have no idea who's going to come here, and anybody that tells you has no idea what they're talking about. While it was kind of scary losing a couple staff members, I think the biggest reason the Lions are going to be Super Bowl contenders and potentially win in 2023 is because of them retaining Ben Johnson. Not only do I like Ben Johnson simply for coaching, I just love his overall philosophy and the way he works with his players and Dan Campbell. You know, there was a comment a couple weeks ago that came out. I think it was an interview with Tim 20man.
What's the next step for this offense in 2023? We just finished run game last week, and I think at the end of it, you look at it and you're like, holy cow, how much better can we really become? And it's across the board. It's not just one position group.
You know, that kind of transparency from a coach is really rare, but, you know, it's something we've seen time and time again with Dan Campbell himself and his staff members, that they're not going to let anything hide unless it's really, really important. And I think that's really beneficial, because not only is he being transparent with his players and the fan base, he's also being transparent with the front office. He kind of is hinting maybe he wants something done about it in the draft, whether it's Bijan Robinson or somebody else. And that, for a coach to be that aware of his offense, is just remarkable. And I'm really excited for his schemes he's going to come up with Goff in 2023. You know, to add to that element, I don't think we've seen the peak of Jared Goff's career at all by any stretch of the means. I think this guy has a lot left in the tank, and I'm really excited. I think we saw a slim sliver of it when the offense was finally healthy the last 5 games. Just imagine having a full season, fully healthy offense with Goff under center. Man, it just gives me the goosebumps thinking about it. I mean, we could be number 1 the entire year on offense. And for all the haters out there, I mean, look at the Chiefs, what they were able to do with a mediocre defense. You're telling me the Lions can't get to a Super Bowl with a mediocre defense? I mean, they just need the defense to eventually get like that, start like that during the season, and then become progressively better through each and every single game towards the playoffs. I mean, it's a realistic possibility, guys. And for anyone doubting you or saying against it, I mean, they're crazy themselves. You know, guys, I just wanted to come on here and make a quick video about my recent thoughts, about the end of the season going into off season. But comment down below what you think about this. Do you think the Lions actually have a feasible chance at winning a Super Bowl in 2023? Also comment other video ideas that you want to see. It helps me out and it helps the channel, giving you guys what you want. And always subscribe and leave a like if you did enjoy. Tell your friends about this. I love doing this and it means the world to me, but I'll see you guys next time.